What's crazy is my business that I currently operate, the one that completely changed my life and my financial trajectory, was not even my idea. I was in a point where I was coming out of another unsuccessful business that had failed. We completely stopped running that operation. I was in a point where I was kind of stuck. I was struggling. And my wife made the suggestion, hey, you should probably get into real estate. We had no experience as far as investing goes. All right. And so after my wife made that suggestion, I'm like, you know what? You might be right. So I got on YouTube University, learned as much as I could learn, saw a guy talking about wholesaling, dived more into that. And now 5 years later, we run a 7-figure wholesaling operation. We have rental properties. We are currently on our 11th flip property. And we have acquired some land recently where we're going to be doing some new construction. So as you can see, in the last 5 years, we have done a lot. Today, I'm going to talk about how my wife is the reason I'm here today and why I believe that a great marriage is the secret weapon for entrepreneurs. If you're new here, I'm Andrew, aka Real Estate Show. But more importantly, I'm somebody who knows what it feels like to be stuck, chasing your dreams, and almost throwing in the towel. But here's the thing, my wife didn't let me. She introduced me to the idea that is now my business. She saw something in me that I couldn't even see in myself. So that point completely changed my financial trajectory. So today I want to break down how a strong marriage can be more than just emotional support. It can be the spark, the fuel, and sometimes the lifeline to your future of success. Let's talk about it. All right, so first let's talk about the power of partnership, right? So for me, my wife is not just my life partner. She's also my accountability partner. She offers emotional support. She's a listener when I have these ideas that I have racing through my mind, because as an entrepreneur, you never stop thinking, you never stop creating, and you always need somebody to at least hear what you're thinking, because you can go crazy with all the thoughts in your mind. So to have someone to bounce these ideas off of, give you quality feedback, like that's something that you can't get somewhere else. Like, yeah, it's cool to have a business partner, but to hear these things from someone who has your absolute best interest, who loves you unconditionally, that can kind of change the aspect of how you present your ideas. And as an accountability partner with all of these ideas, after we bounce those ideas, she holds me accountable for making sure that I come through and do those things, right? So just like this video, we started shooting this video yesterday when we were at the Mayan ruins. We stopped because it was so hot, and I was honestly going to wait till we got back home and reshoot the video. And she's like, nope, we should do it here. We should do it today. Carry on the video of us doing it actually on our vacation, because that will be impactful for the message behind the video. So here we are. We're going to be leaving for our flight in about an hour, but we're still shooting this video. And that's because my wife encouraged that to happen. And a good life partner is really like an unseen CEO for your business. My wife helps me to maintain balance and stability on my work life and my home life, while also encouraging me to push further, to do more, to push the limits of my business to see how high I can really take it. Emotional stability equals business stability. So one of the most important things that I talk about to people in relationships is peace, right? So peace at home to me equals peace in your business. So I'm able to take on all the things at work, talk to all these people, have these crazy conversations. And when I come home, I can turn that off. I don't have to worry about work when I come home. I don't have to worry about additional stress, because my wife is going to bring me peace. My home is going to bring me peace. My kids are going to bring me peace. Now, don't get me wrong. It can get hectic with a wife, a house, and 3 kids. But at the end of the day, for me, it's not a more stressful situation, because there is unconditional love at home, like I mentioned before, and there's just this level of peace. I can come home and just come home, right? To a clean house, to a meal, to a gorgeous wife, to healthy kids, and it's just all love. They're ready to see me. They're ready to interact. We have conversations that uplift each other. I mean, it's really hard to explain and put into words, but the whole point is peace. All right, peace equals stability, and money can't take the place of peace. Multiple women can't take the place of peace. Actually, multiple women damn near means no peace at all. A peaceful and loving marriage provides the emotional grounding that's needed to navigate the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. You need peace. Also, with peace at home comes mental clarity. When your personal life is stable, you can make better decisions. You can handle stress better and approach your business with a clear, focused mind. And as an entrepreneur, we need that. It's hard to get, but peace at home and peace in your marriage is going to help you out there. Next is shared visions and dreams. Now, as an entrepreneur, especially as a visionary, you're going to have these crazy ideas, but it feels a lot better to have someone that you can share those ideas with and also is on the exact same page as you. Now, for us, this includes financial freedom, peace at home, like we talked about, raising our kids, building our dream home, and taking vacations just like this, right? So that's what we want for our life. Those are some of our shared visions, and we're literally making those things come true in real time, and you can see it from this video. You can also use marriage as a motivation, right? So when you're the man of the house, or if you're a woman, I mean, these things can still apply if you have a good spouse. But for me, as the man of the house, marriage provides a lot more motivation for me. Okay. So when you're a leader, when you're an entrepreneur, sometimes it can be hard to find a constant source of motivation, or as most people will say, your why. It's hard to find that as a single person with no kids. But when you're married with kids, you have these responsibilities, heavy real life responsibilities that keep you motivated. Like, I can't fail because that's not just going to affect me. That's going to affect my wife. That's going to affect my kids. That's going to affect the peace in my life. And I can never do that. So I have to get up every day. I got to get on the grind. I have to make sure that I'm doing everything that the business entails so we can see that level of success that I'm chasing every single day. And I do that effortlessly because I'm constantly motivated by my life and my wife at home. Now, of course, with any relationship, there are going to be challenges. It doesn't matter if this is a love relationship or business relationship or a transactional relationship. Doesn't matter. There are going to be challenges, but with challenges also come growth. So, for example, tough conversations. So my ability to be vulnerable and open in my relationship has carried over to my business. Okay. So me and my wife, as any relationship, have our challenges, but we fight through them. So this is the first relationship I've actually been in where I can actually be vulnerable, where I can actually open up and be honest with how I feel and who I am as a person. And so getting that level of comfort has built my confidence, which also translates over to the business where I also have tough conversations. And since I can't run from those conversations at home, I no longer run from those conversations in business. And so that challenge has been a big part of my growth cycle, having tough conversations. And speaking of that, you can understand how personal growth also leads to business growth. Marriage is going to challenge you to grow emotionally and mentally, which naturally is going to make you a better entrepreneur and a better leader. So you want to have a healthy balance of love and ambition. I like to balance the grind with quality time, doing things like taking vacations, having date nights frequently, and even those nights where we just decide we're not going to do anything. We're going to sit in the house. We're going to watch movies. We might have a drink. We're going to cook dinner and just cuddle, right? So I'm going to grind majority of the day, but when it's time to cut that off, I cut that off and make sure I give my wife the quality time and focus that she deserves as well. But when I go to work, I don't ignore my wife, but she understands, like, it's grind time. Like, I have to be locked in. I have to be focused, and she can respect and appreciate that because she understands that when I'm done with this, it's going to be time for some quality time all the time. All right. So we never abandon that. So you have to have that equal balance of love and ambition. Keep in mind, guys, a thriving relationship, just like a business, is going to require you to continue investing into it. Both the relationship and the business need continuous care. All right. It's not a one-stop shop. They both need continuous care, whether that's regular date nights, deep conversations, or just simply being present. So before we get out of here, I just want to drop a couple pieces of advice for my fellow entrepreneurs. First of all, when you think about the most successful people that you know, are those people married? Have those people been married for a long time? I mean, just think about it. And I can name a couple people. So one of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, at the top of his game. Some say the best rapper of all time, and I would agree, but he's married. LeBron James, arguably the best basketball player in the world that we've ever seen, and he's married. He's been married. Stephen Curry, the best three-point shooter of all time, Well, he's married. Barack Obama, the first black president that we've ever had. Well, he's married. I think it may have been one or two presidents in history that were not married. Even our current president. It might be a staged marriage, but he married. All right. So keep that in mind. The most successful people that you know oftentimes are married. Three pieces of advice for all of my entrepreneurs. First, and most importantly, choose wisely. All right. This can be for your spousal relationship or your business partner relationship. You have to choose wisely. Choose somebody that you can talk to, that you can be vulnerable with, that you feel like you can trust and put your faith in, and someone that you don't mind spending time with, even when it's not on vacation, even when you're not going out for drinks, when you're literally just home, someone that you can just be with and be around and still be happy just to be in their presence. Not someone that you can just tolerate. One of my favorite sayings in love is, I like to go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. That's where you can thrive at. You want to be with somebody who fully understands the entrepreneurial journey, because I mean it's not normal. Like, this is not something that people who both work a 9 to 5 experience. It's a lot of ups and downs. So you really need someone who understands the entrepreneurial journey and who will support the mission full-heartedly. Second, you have to prioritize the relationship. No level of business success is worth jeopardizing a great marriage, and they both can thrive if nurtured properly. Third, grow together. That means personally, professionally, emotionally, and spiritually. So you can stay aligned and connected to one another and to the source. If you're married or in a serious relationship, how has your partner impacted your entrepreneurial journey? I'm open to reading any comments. If you guys want to leave some answers down in the comments, I love to read them and hear about how marriage or a serious relationship is helping you as an entrepreneur, because it's definitely helping me. Lastly, if you're watching this, I challenge you to consider how strengthening your personal relationship can also help you in your business relationship. It's your boy Real Estate Show. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Till the next time, tap in.